Hi everyone. Welcome back to another wonderful series of safety engineering tips. I am your host, and I welcome you all to this episode. So today we are going to talk about how to conduct a job safety analysis. We will be discussing what is a job safety analysis, why it is important, and then how to conduct a job safety analysis step by step. This is the first part of this lesson. In the next episode, we will be looking at step-by-step, task breakdown, hazard identification, controls, and so on. So make sure you stay tuned for the next episode. And if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and never miss out on any future uploads. Let's get straight into the topic. So the first thing we need to understand is, what is a job safety analysis? A job safety analysis, also called a job hazard analysis, is a systematic way of breaking down a job into its basic steps and identifying the potential hazards and risks associated with each step. It is a proactive approach to safety that helps employers and employees to identify and control the hazards before they cause an accident or injury. The next thing we need to understand is, why should we conduct a job safety analysis? The main objective of conducting a job safety analysis is to identify the potential hazards and risks associated with a particular job and to develop effective controls to mitigate those risks. By doing so, employers can provide a safer working environment for their employees and reduce the likelihood of accidents, injuries, and illnesses. Now let's look at how to conduct a job safety analysis. The first step in conducting a job safety analysis is to break down the job into its basic steps. This can be done by observing the job being performed or by interviewing the person who performs the job. Once the basic steps have been identified, the next step is to identify the hazards associated with each step. Hazards are anything that could potentially cause harm or injury. This can include physical hazards such as moving machinery or hazardous materials, as well as ergonomic hazards such as repetitive motions or awkward postures. After identifying the hazards, the next step is to identify the potential injuries or illnesses that could be caused by those hazards. For example, if a hazard is identified as a moving machine, the potential injury could be a cut or a broken bone. The next step in the process is to determine the controls that can be put in place to eliminate or mitigate the identified hazards. Controls are actions or measures that can be taken to reduce the likelihood or severity of an accident or injury. Examples of controls include using guards on machines, providing training, or using personal protective equipment. Once the controls have been identified, the next step is to evaluate the effectiveness of the controls and make any necessary adjustments. This can be done through a risk assessment, which involves analyzing the likelihood and severity of an accident or injury occurring and the effectiveness of the controls in mitigating those risks. I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.